Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and as promised, today is going to be a double hitter event video. We're going to be covering both the Evil Invasion event, which is slated to start today at 2 p.m. So I am releasing this video, unfortunately, on the day of the event, but I have released it a little bit earlier on than my usual kind of release time on videos. And we're going to be covering the Egg Hunt event as well, which is slated for tomorrow, Tuesday, at 2 p.m. So we got two events going on kind of simultaneously because they both actually have Alliance credit or the Alliance donation boxes portion of the event. This is the first time we've ever had it running on two events at the same time. At least this will give you an opportunity to double dip for what you need to do, and we're going to cover all of that, how you're going to get the event item for Evil Invasion and how you're going to get as much as you can off of the Egg Hunt event. So if you're ready to go, everybody, then let's boil this down. And just to do a quick recap, because I do this normally every week, or at least once a week, for the videos, just to let people know where we're kind of at with the event items. This is my table for the Royal Soldier for Union Jack, just to let people know what's going on. So Angel's Army, you should have cleared by now, and got that Steel Dagger. The War Medal, which is going to be for the upcoming Evil Invasion event. This is worth a lot. Like, the Evil Invasion event is worth a lot of currency. So the Egg Hunt doesn't actually, it has no relevance to the month long, but there are good shards in there that you're going to want to get because there are some pretty good stuff in there. That being said, we also get 32 days of the Web Milestone Daily, so I've added that in, and some new things that I've slotted in. Evil Invasion is worth 60,000, so that plus the 60,000 War Medal brings it up to 120k, which is a lot for a single event. So you're going to want to make sure that you get this and you clear it. Luckily, it's not super difficult. We also have Coordinated Assault, which is back here, worth 32,000 points, and the numbers in for the Quick Rumble as well. We don't have any information on the math numbers yet for Masters of Judgment, which likely is going to be on this coming Friday's blog post, and Freedom Fighter, which is more shards for Union Jack, which is going to be on April the 8th, which could be on the Saturday. So it's going to be a quick turnaround when it comes to the math and putting out that event video. And Brother in Arms is going to be the week after that for the Bucky Barnes event, and that is actually going to involve spending Power Cores. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know up front kind of some of the expectations for these events that you can kind of hoard accordingly. So hoard your Power Cores, extra Power Cores, if you want for the Bucky Barnes event. Let's get started with Evil Invasion, though, because we have two events to cover. So this is today at 2 p.m. It's a 6-day event, and this is going to be including Gold Orbs, Alliance credits, and Raid battles. Total milestone points required is 300,000. This is including Whalestones, of course, and actually, very quickly, I do have the table up here, just to let you guys know kind of what's in here. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's Econ, sorry. This one here. This is Evil Invasion. So you're going to be basically getting to this War Medal down here. You can actually get the 10,000 purple flash bits, which is going to complete your Ultron What If costume if you still need it or you want it. After that, though, pretty much milestone 27, 8, 29, 30. Those are Whalestones, so don't think that you're going to be getting Moonstone and Kang unless you are an ardent hoarder and you have a ton of Gold Orbs. We're going to talk about exactly how many you're going to need, though, to clear this entirely, if that's something that you want to do or you can do, because there's only so much you can do with the amount of Gold Orbs that you have. So you get 2,000 points for opening a Gold Orb, you get 10 points per Alliance credit, and now the raid stuff is capped. So you get 50,000 maximum for battling in raids. And then you can see the points here for the various invader characters. Nick Fury is basically one attack, so this is very easy to do. You could do a suicide attack. You could do it in your Greek raid, maybe anything like that. But Bucky Barnes is going to be worth more points, and that's because he is going to have his offer live. So he's got 15,000 points, or an additional 10,000 on top of Union Jack. For the purposes of this math, though, I have not included Union Jack or Bucky in kind of my subtotals because they are not available free to play to unlock. So I don't think that's fair, but Nick Fury and Cap you should have, and so that's an additional 5,000 points that you can get that way, plus the 50,000 from the raids. If you do have Union Jack and Bucky, great, that's an additional 20,000 points or 10 Gold Orbs worth of points for you if you're trying to push some of these later milestones. So let's move down. So we have 7 days of Alliance credits. Now you might be, what are you talking about, Boilon? It's a 6-day event. Well, you can actually get 1 day's worth of Alliance credits in advance, sometimes 2, depending on how you do this and how your time zones work and your resets work. I kind of want to let you know how that works, because I think right now it's going to do that for me. Oh, no, it didn't, because it hasn't rolled over yet on the time yet. But you can see that I haven't claimed these. And so what you can do from the day before is that you can actually hold on to these boxes. I mentioned this in other Alliance credit-related events as well, that if you don't touch the boxes and you let it auto-claim, you can actually get an extra day's worth of claiming when you go around to, which is 5 p.m. Pacific, when the resets actually, the daily donation resets. And then you can get an extra day's worth of boxes. So that's how I've calculated this. And for, of course, for the math, you're going to want to get the 5th box, and we're going to talk about how you're going to get that. So the easy boxes are the first 4. That's 400 Alliance. Oh, I have a missing gap here. That's weird for the color. 400 points. So that's 100 Alliance credits each per box. The 5th box, you do have to spend cores in order to get there, though. So that's going to require half of your Alliance to spend 50 cores, or 6 of your Alliance members to spend 100 cores. You do get 150 from your daily objective from donating as well. And depending on what your donation is, if you spend gold, core, how many cores, you get different amounts of Alliance credits from that as well. So you get anywhere from 560 to 710 credits a day if you get the 5th box. So for the purposes of this, though, we've taken 710 and you've multiplied it by 10, because that's how much points the Alliance credits are worth, and you get 7,100 per day. So that is the 5th box. Times that by 7, because if you do it like I mentioned before, you will be able to get an extra day. I heard that you can actually squeeze in an 8th day, but like I'm just doing 7, one additional day, just to be sure of that one. Anyways, if you do that and you times it by 7, you get basically 50,000 points. And so where that is with the event items, you know, it's pretty close just on that alone. So make sure that you are doing this properly with your Alliance credit boxes, because that's going to help you push a little bit further. Now that brings you to requiring 100 raid battles. I basically just took the leftover for the actually no, sorry, I took the 50,000 and I divided that by 500, and that's 100 raid battles. And so that's equivalent to about 17 raid battles per day, which should be no problem as long as you're doing both your Doom raid or whatever raid and your Greek raid. That's 17 total, so it could be 8 and 9 here and 8 and 9 over there, or it could be 12 on the Greek and 5 in Doom Raid, whatever it happens to be. You just need to make sure that you're getting at least 17 raid battles every single day, and that'll give you the 50k cap for that. Now, that brings us to a reasonable point total, and this is what I call reasonable. This is minus Union Jack and Bucky, to about almost 105,000 worth of points. Now that pushes you well above what you need for the event item, which is great, and that'll give you your 120,000 currency. But if you do want to get to those additional shards, which is the 20 Moonstone and the 20 Kang shards, you're going to have to open Gold Orbs, because that's the only thing left over in order to get points for this event. And for the leftovers, you need to open 65 gold orbs to get to the Moonstone shards and 98 gold orbs for the Kang shards. It's a lot. So this is going to be for Ardent Hoarders. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to have enough gold orbs to even get to the Moonstone shards. I think I have 40 something. I might open some, but I'm not going to like open a ton. So what the gold orbs can do, though, is it can help you bridge the gap if you don't do all your raids, for example, for whatever reason, and you need to get to the event item. But realistically, I don't think that you're going to be clearing this unless you've hoarded for a very long time. We had a gold orb event not too long ago, so I don't know if people have 100 gold orbs lying around, but if you do, congratulations on your Kang shards, because that's really the only way you're going to get it. So that's the end of Evil Invasion. We're going to move on to the Egg Hunt event, because we're going to be doing a double hitter here for that one. So we're going to scroll down. I did tentatively put some stuff up for Freedom Fighters. This is going to be the Bucky Barnes event, but we don't have the math or the numbers really. This is where I wanted to mention that there's a power core spending part of this event, so make sure that you're saving your cores for that if you want to. Let's scroll down to Egg Hunt though. So again, this is going to be starting on Tuesday, so a day after Evil Invasion, but it does also include Alliance credits. So I'm not going to go over a second time on how to do that, because hopefully you watched the earlier part a few minutes ago when I talked about Alliance credits, but it also does include campaign energy points. So you need 70,000 points. This includes some potential whalestones. You're not going to max this out probably, but you do get 30 Captain America World War II shards, and 30 Moonstone shards. And these are obtainable, which is great. You know, so if you need any additional cap shards to get you closer to that next star level, hopefully there's going to be more cap shards in the different events as well. But for Moonstone, that's quite a bit. So if you weren't able to get the 20 Moonstone from above, you can at least get the 30 Moonstone from the Egg Hunt event. So there is that. And there is a 5 red star Dazzler at 38,000 points. So if you get the other two, then you will get the Dazzler as well, if you happen to need it. You get 4 points for spending a campaign energy, and you also get 4 points for earning alliance credits. There is no limit. I just kind of put that in there as a bit of a copy and paste, but there is no limit for this. Now, your campaign energy, I've probably already covered this since Angel's Army, because that was a campaign energy thing as well. But just to recap, so 288, this is your free-to-play time-based energy. Every 5 minutes, you get 1 energy. So over the course of the day, that's 288. You get 80 times 3 from your free refreshes at your different times of the day. You can core up to 4 times or energy pack, and you'll get 480 that way. And that would bring you to about 200 cores daily for that, plus 100 for your web milestone. And that brings you to 1108 energy per day. Multiplied by 4 points, you get 4432. And then multiplied by 6 days, because it's a 6-day event, you get 26,600 rounding up. So that's a fair bit of a subtotal point there. Now the alliance credits, again, I'm not going to really cover the specifics. I just did that, so I'm not going to say that again. But basically, because you're getting only 4 points of this instead of 10, you're getting about 2,840 points for alliance credits every single day. Now, again, you do the same thing like I mentioned before, and you should be able to get 7 days worth of alliance credits, and that's going to give you almost 20,000. So if you add up this 26,600 plus the 20, you get about 46,000 and some change, right? And so that's going to get you to the cap World War II shards, which is the highest at 45,000 points. I just want to bring up the Egg Hunt table really quickly to show you here in the corner. So you will get 10 Agatha shards as well if you happen to need it. But here at milestone 27 is at 45,000 points. My head's blocking the way a little bit. And you'll get those 30 cap shards. What you won't get is milestone 28, 29, and 30. Is it much of a loss? Not really. There's some gold in here. There's an Elite 5 orb. You know, too bad, so sad, I guess. And some augmented catalyst, and you're just not going to get that. So that's not too bad. But there is going to be a milestone portion, a leaderboard portion of this event. Now, how would you actually get further in the leaderboard? I guess that comes down to spending campaign energy, because alliance credits are somewhat finite, so you can only do so much. So I just wanted to kind of just show it off over here. It's pretty typical, like I would say, of a leaderboard event. 1% will give you 500,000 blue 5, and 2 to 10%, 300,000 blue 4 if you still need more of them. But realistically, the only way that you're going to be able to push further on in the leaderboard is actually through spending campaign energy. So if you really want to get to a certain part of the leaderboard, if you're interested in 1% or 2 to 10%, make sure you check that out and just, I don't know, spend your campaign energy accordingly. Try to get to the 45,000, I guess, for the cap shards, and then decide from there what more you're going to want. So that's it. That's a recap of both of the events. There isn't much more. It wasn't too bad. Of course, there's events just flying at us left and right, and as I get more information about more stuff, these events, of course, are going to be posted into my Boilon's Resources channel, where you can find it if you want to look at it for yourself, or if you want to share with your alliance. Do check that out. That will be up there for both of these events, so don't be worried there. So that's the end of this video, everyone, and damn pop-ups, you know, there's so many. I'm also afraid to click it because of those ultra cores, but that's another conversation for another day. That's the end of this video, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.